The Creaking. Ah, what a fine guy this guy is. Eh? Look at this lad. Bit of a strange man. The idea here is you smack him, you find his let's see, beating heart. Yes, the creaking heart, and then you break it, and he dies. An interesting block for sure. One that can be broken with Silk Touch to obtain, or just broken in general to kill the creature. But of course, what's the point of this? Why do this at all? Well, let's say if Mojang decided to do something more with this block, maybe a bit more worth getting. That's what I wanted to talk about today. So, the Creaking Heart, when activated by a Pell log, this will allow Creaking to spawn at night. Kind of cool, kind of neat. You could bring around these slow weeping angels to other locations and make kind of a spooky vibe. I don't mind that. I think that's kind of cool, but I am disappointed in the block itself. As it stands, you'd only be collecting it to use it in summoning these creaking kind of guys, which is cool, but also doesn't mean much. So, if you didn't want the creaking mob itself, this block is completely useless. So I'd like to give another idea to it. First of all, the fact that it is called a creaking heart, and it does not have like a heartbeat kind of glow effect, I'm disappointed. I say they should go with trying to start here, and then it like pulses to that, and it just continues to do that in like a heartbeat kind of fashion. You've seen many of ideas like that. I say this should totally be how this block does things. Ah, hello there. And basically, my other idea is if you were to smack this with an axe, right, and you were to break it, you would get nothing back from it. If you do Silk Touch, you get back this block. I say this should be the mob's drop. If you hit it with an axe that has not that does not have Silk Touch, or let's say maybe you did it maybe you like stripped it like a log kind of thing. Maybe you could like strip off the covering that's around it, and then you'd be left with just the heart. And I think if this heart is a pulsating heart, and it's kind of cool, it would kind of have, I mean, this kind of style of stuff, but of course, in that color, where it's like an animated block. I say it's a pulsating light source. I think that's what you should make it, is you should make it into a pulsating light source. This is something that people could put in like creepy builds and these spooky stuff, and it will almost make it look like the build is like breathing or it's alive, and I think that'd be a really cool feature. Second of all, if you could take, let's say, the exposed heart and combine it with a carved pumpkin, maybe you could get a jack-o'-lantern that has like a flickering light in it. Instead of this solid object, it has a flickering light inside of it, almost like a candle is flickering in it. I think that would be a lot cooler of an idea and really give something useful to a block that otherwise only spawns this guy. Past that, oh wow, you really are in the way. Go away. Huh. Interesting. Intriguing. Didn't expect you to stay alive. Either way. So, the other concept is, of course, add this flickering effect to, like, a lantern, right? Let's say if you combined it in the recipe to make a lantern, you got a flickering lantern, or I guess a creaking heart lantern, or whatever you specifically want to call it. And this is also a flickering lantern. Because frankly, if we're going for a spooky Minecraft vibe, if that's the goal of Mojang at this point, to be a spooky horror game, then at least give us some stuff to be able to make cool spooky builds. Having these two as a concept for being a flickering light source, I think would really help. It would almost seem like, oh, it's running out of fuel, or it's a bad bulb kind of thing, and it flickers, and it would just be, it'd be really cool. It'd be really, 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 really cool. Also, I really, really like the idea of you place a creaking heart underneath a grass block, and then you grab the sapling type and you put it on top and you grow it, and then this allows it to have a chance of having a creaking heart spawn inside of the tree. This would make it renewable if you added this feature that I'm talking about right here as an option as well, then also it would make this renewable thing actually really, really awesome and really cool to work with, because you'd get some cool blocks out of it. I think this is genuinely something they should consider, and something that is definitely need to be looked forward. Next, I've been a bundles fan for ever since it has appeared. I've loved the bundle, and the first second I saw it, I made a rabbit farm and started killing rabbits, and I was prepared to make like a stack of these things. But as time has gone on, and as they've actually re-experienced the idea, I am a little disappointed. I really like this GUI, and I really like the blocks that you can hold in it. The problem is the instant that you grab more than is allotted, basically. Let's see if we can get to that point. Nope. Okay, not the same. There we go. As you can see, we basically just went past. We basically just went past where the other options were at, and you would have to pull out an item to be able to see the other options. I don't like this. I know it's meant to mimic a bag and how bags work, but it's just really bad, and I frankly think they should not do it like this. I think this should be an inventory thing that you open. Um, let's say on computer, you like right clicked the bundle, and instead of pulling out an item, it would open up this little inventory menu, but it was everything that was in the bundle, and you could scroll through and then pick out the item that you want, and it works the same like that, but you have to open and close the bag. This would make it still like that kind of bag concept you want, also not take up the inventory every time you accidentally scroll past it. I think this would be a massive improvement. And you also may ask, of course, mobile. Because let's be real, the biggest problems when it comes to the bundle was originally mobile. There was no way to do it. And I see how this system could work for mobile players. I think it should be the same idea. If you just click, you can move it. But if you hold down on the bundle, it should open it up and open this little menu that they can select the specific block that they're looking for. I think this would massively improve how the bundle is effective and make it a much better addition to Minecraft, and not just something that is kind of a pain to use. We do not need more tedious, painful things in Minecraft. We need things that are actually going to help. So I think you really should consider making the bundle a bit more useful. Past that, I would like to tell you about another issue with the bundle that I think really needs help. They can only store one non-stackable item. When it comes to a person's inventory, in this day and age of Minecraft, a lot of it is filled up with non-stackable items. Personally, for me, I carry about 7 tools on me at all times. This becomes quite the hassle and impossible to store. I was hoping that they would address this with actually updating the bundle. They have not, though. So, Mojang, please consider either making a bundle that is made specifically just for non-stackable items, and let's say it can hold 3 non-stackable items. I think that's a fair amount, not to be too amazing, but also really convenient and nice for the person. But as it stands currently, this is only going to address a tiny, tiny portion of the inventory problem. When it comes to the actual inventory issue, it's honestly non-stackable items. They take up so much space, and you cannot store them anywhere. I personally think a bundle either more suited to tools, or this bundle allowing you to hold 3 tools in it, would be an amazing addition and really help with the one of the biggest problems that Minecraft has, which is just there's too much stuff that you need in your inventory but also don't at the same time. So that's basically my ideas for how they can make this update not only better, but also the bundle to be actually a useful item. I think this would be a great item for early game and late game. So, please share this to anyone at Mojang or anyone in the community that can actually be helpful. Because genuinely, I do think something like this would be really nice. Same as, I know I've been seeing a white pumpkin, basically, going around. And I also do think they should totally add that, which is a pumpkin at night that is a white pumpkin. It can only be harvested at night, and then you can bring it back to your base, and then, it will only grow at night, and it would be a cool thing. Frankly, Mojang, just do it. Like, just do it. I feel like this, in terms of combinations of ideas and concepts, it could be a really awesome update with it, where it already has awesome blocks that are really nice. I do love the white palette of blocks, so I do really appreciate the fact that they're adding that. But again, I do think you need these kind of features to be an improvement. And again, the bundle just needs to be better. Like it just needs to be better. In its current state, this is not gonna solve the problem. But honestly, non-stackable items are really a big issue in Minecraft, and that really does need a solution. Even if it isn't the bundle, please figure it out. And thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day.